Algebra 2, we're going to do an abbreviated version of our notes. So I wanted to start off with a review problem that has multiplication in it. So when we have a multiplication problem with all these different terms, the first thing that we need to do is factor everything that can be factored. I'm going to start with the top right. The first thing I see that can be factored is 3x minus 9. 3x minus 9 has a GCF of 3 that I'm going to factor out. And when I do that, 3x divided by 3 is x. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. This bottom left trinomial is the next part that I see that needs factored. So I'm going to factor x squared minus 2x minus 3. So if you need an ACB chart, you need factors of negative 3 that add up to negative 2. And that would be negative 3 and positive 1. So this is going to factor x minus 3, x plus 1. Now that I have everything factored, I'm going to substitute it in. And remember, we multiply our fractions straight across. So that top x plus 3 gets rewritten. 3x minus 9 gets rewritten as 3 times parenthesis x minus 3. This bottom left denominator, that's the one that we factored down as x minus 3, x plus 1. And then that x minus 2, bottom right, just gets written down. Now, once I have everything factored, then I'm going to go and I'm going to cancel. So what factors match on top and bottom? I see an x minus 3, and that is the only thing that I see. So my good final answer is 3 times x plus 3 on top, and x plus 1, x minus 2 in the denominator. Good final answer. By the way, I'm doing the problems from the notes. I'm just doing an abbreviated version of them. All right, so now that I have a divide problem, when you have a division problem, you need to multiply by the reciprocal, or we said that that was the keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite this as x squared minus 4x plus 3 over x plus 1 times x plus 2 over 3x minus 3. Now I'm going to factor everything that I can. So the first thing that I'm going to factor is this x squared minus 4x plus 3. So when I make my ACB chart, I need factors of 3 that add to negative 4. Negative 3 times negative 1 equals positive 3, and that's what adds up to negative 4. X minus 3, x minus 1. X plus 2, nothing. X plus 1, nothing. 3x minus 3. That has a GCF that I need to factor out. I'm going to factor a 3 out, and that leaves me with x minus 1. Now let's go substitute everything in. This top left one, I'm going to sub in my x minus 3, x minus 1, and rewrite my x plus 2. So this becomes just one giant term of numerators. The bottom, I have an x plus 1 and a 3x minus 1. And then after we have everything factored, now let's go canceling. What terms match on top and bottom? Those x minus 1s look to be the only thing. And so then my good final answer is x minus 3, x plus 2 over 3, x plus 1. And last problem of the day looks like this. So we have a fraction on top of another fraction. What I want to draw your attention to is that this is the one big fraction that is separating the top half from the bottom half. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as x squared minus 4 divided by x squared plus 3x plus 2. I'm going to get rid of this kind of a division sign, and I'm going to rewrite it with this more traditional division sign. And then I have x squared minus 5x plus 6 over x cubed plus x squared. And then once we do that, now this looks just like number 9 did. We need to get rid of this division sign, and we need to change it into a multiplication problem. So I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. The first fraction stays exactly the way it was. I'm going to change this to multiply. Now my x cubed plus x squared is in the numerator, and x squared minus 5x plus 6 is in the denominator. Now we need to factor everything. First thing that I'm going to factor is x squared minus 4. I have the difference of squares right there. I just took the square root of both of those, and difference of squares factors down as x plus 2, x minus 2. The next one that I'm going to factor is that x cubed plus x squared. They both have an x, so I'm going to factor out a GCF. The GCF, when it comes to variables, is the smallest exponent. So I'm going to factor out an x squared. X to the third divided by x to the second is x, and x squared divided by x squared is 1. Now I'm going to factor the bottom left. X squared plus 3x plus 2. I need factors of 2 that add to 3, and they are 2 and 1. And then that bottom one, x squared minus 5x plus 6. If you make an ACB chart, I need factors of 6 that add to negative 5. So you can play with 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. And it looks like they're both going to have to be negative. A negative times negative equals a positive. If I use negative 1 and negative 6, that adds up to negative 7. Negative 2 minus 3 adds up to negative 5. That one is my winner. So this one is going to factor as x minus 2, x minus 3. Let's go substitute everything in. So x squared minus 4 is my x plus 2, x minus 2. This x cubed plus x squared is x squared times x plus 1. On the bottom, that one was the x plus 2, x plus 1. And this bottom right one was the x minus 2, x minus 3. Now let's go canceling. Do I have an x plus 2? Yep. Those two cancel each other out. Do I have an x minus 2? Yep. Those two cancel each other out. Do I have a plain monomial of an x? Nope. Looks like that one's going to stay. And then I have an x plus 1, canceling this x plus 1. My good final answer is x squared over x minus 3. This x minus 3 is a factor. This x to the second absolutely does not cancel this x because there is subtraction going on. And you cannot, we only cancel factors. We don't cancel terms. All right, go do the rest of your e-learning day. Thanks.